what is up, Niner gang? I swear that countdown I have there just put me in some suspense. But man, it's good to be back. Season opener this week for the 49ers, man, 2022 season. And I'm just like clenching my hands, man. I can't wait. It's about damn time. I swear this has been like the longest off season for a long time, man. One of the things I want to talk about real quick is please, guys. First and foremost, I always forget to mention this at the beginning of my videos, but please, if you guys are tuning in, please like these videos. Please like this video first and foremost. Please leave your comments, man. Please subscribe. And if you guys don't know how to add all the notifications so that every time I'm putting up a video, every time I'm going live, you can put the notification bell to where you'll get notified every single time I'm putting up a video, and that way you guys are here on time with me, man. That'd be really great. So what you do is you go up to your subscription tab for my channel, click on it on the bell part, go up to the top for all notifications and click that, please. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, man, overall, please participate. Add your comments, jump in the chat, do all that type of stuff, man. Especially the call-in. I also leave the link so you guys can call in. And you guys don't have to put your end of the video, if you know what I mean. Like if you guys are calling in from your phone and you don't want to show your face, you can just do a voice call-in. So we have that as well. I have the link in the comments for that. But yeah, man, it's game week, season opener, man. Man, long wait. I'm super excited for this one, man. I can't wait till Sunday. It sucks that it's at 10 in the morning for me. I can't stand those morning games. I am not a morning person. I'm going to admit it, but oh well, man. Yeah, I'm not a morning person. I do not like those 10 o'clock games. Um, um, but I want to know how enthusiastic you guys are. Let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling, man. How long of an off season it's been for you guys. Um, oh man, and you know what? I'm pretty pumped up to see as well too. I don't know how many of you guys are gonna tune in for this, but Thursday night, day after tomorrow, the Bills are going to play the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, man. Um, 5:20 my time here in Arizona, and I'm gonna watch that, man. And I'm really gonna be looking at that Rams team, man. This is a really hard game out the gates for the Rams, and I think they're gonna get their ass whooped. So I can't wait to see that. We get to see a good look at one of our division opponents. That'll be Thursday night, man. Bills versus Rams. I'm really excited just to see some NFL football just in general, but it's just a cherry on top that I think we're going to get to see that the Rams get their ass beat by somebody who I think is going to make it to the Super Bowl this year, man. And I did see, I forget who put him up, but one of the NFL analysts, he put up a prediction for the Super Bowl this year, and he said the Bills were his NFC or AFC favorite, which that's been mine, with the 49ers being the NFC favorite, as long as everybody stays healthy, right? I think the 49ers have a very good chance of being that NFC number one seed this year. So what was very interesting to me was, yeah, we agreed on that AFC championship team right there. But as far as the NFC, I didn't even see him list the 49ers in his top 10, I think it was. It was top 10 or top 5 teams for the NFC. He didn't list the Niners at all. So I kind of want to just give him a little smack upside the head. But yeah, man, that was pretty odd to me. But it's really cool. We get to see, man. We get to see Bills versus Rams. I'm going to watch that for sure. Let me know if you guys are going to watch that. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I think the Rams are going to get their ass beat. I'm curious to see how Matthew Stafford looks with that quote-unquote arm fatigue. I don't know any news coming out of all that stuff. So, well, we'll just keep an eye on it, man. And that's about a day away. A day and a afternoon. But I'm thinking about when I watch the game on Sunday, the 49ers versus the Chicago Bears. I'm thinking about doing a live game reaction like I did for the last preseason game. I have to stream it again. I got DirecTV installed and everything, but apparently there's some trees in the way of the satellite dish, so the signal's coming in really crappy. So it looks like I'm watching some NFL football from like the year 2000, man. It's kind of sucks that I'm having to deal with that right now. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to check the listings and everything, make sure I'm getting the game first and foremost. If not, then I'm gonna have to run over to Buffalo Wild Wings or something, and that's gonna suck. But let's see. Yeah, man. So we've had some signings in the past week since I last broadcasted, and got a couple offensive linemen, man. And Blake Hance being, I think he's one of the better old linemen that we got. So um, from what I hear as well is that some of the Browns fans are kind of pissed off about it. That he was kind of like Daniel Brunskill, the Swiss Army knife of the offensive line. And if you guys didn't watch my last video, that's kind of what I talked about as well. So that's why it was really promising for me to hear that news, because he can probably play some center as well. So I'm looking forward to that, see how he works out. But one of the big ones, which I kind of had a drum roll going in my head the whole time, I was wondering what was going to happen with Dante Johnson. And he made it through the waivers, man. We get him back. For whatever reason, nobody ever wants him, and he makes it through the waivers every time. But yeah, man, he's the Swiss Army knife of the secondary on the defense. So pretty promising there. Dante Johnson's always filled in that crucial time. So pretty stoked about that. Yeah, Dante Johnson. I'm sure everybody's heard about Justin Fields and his supposed revenge he wants to take out on the 49ers. I think it was his receiver, Mooney. Um, he posted, I think he tweeted, it was Twitter or Instagram. He posted that um, Justin Fields was ready to take revenge on the 49ers for not drafting him over Trey Lance. Now, one of the first things that comes to mind when I hear this is like, dude, oh man, you kind of just sound like you don't like the position you're in on your team. So what does that say to your team? And you know, the last time somebody posted this or talked about this, I don't know if you guys remember Eric Reed, our old safety, who was on the Panthers at the time when he said this. He was pretty pissed off about how things ended for him back in San Francisco with Harbaugh and all them. So Eric Reed, when we were playing the Panthers, we were going to play them in 2019. He was like, "Yeah, I never forget." And basically saying in a way that he was going to take revenge out on the 49ers. He was going to make his mark and make them pay for it. And if you guys don't remember, we ended up beating them like 51-10 or something like that. That was a pretty bad beating. Pretty embarrassing for Eric Reed. I felt bad for him because I always liked him, and it was unfortunate that we parted ways with him. But he's not on our side anymore. He's not on the 49ers, so that's what happens. So I think Justin Fields is gonna get some of that treatment as well. So, oh man, they're talking this smack, dude, and it's not like they did anything too exciting last year against 49ers. And we were playing with basically band-aids on defense, of course, right? Now, this defense is supposed to be revamped, better than last year, way better than last year. D'Amico Ryans was kind of just making the best possible scenario for himself with what he had at his disposal. So this year it seems like he's going to have a lot of weapons, man. Everybody seems ready to go, like healthy and all that. So, oh man, that's awesome. So if Justin Fields thinks he's just going to pick apart the 49ers, man, I think he's got another thing kind of like I think is going to smack him in the face, the reality check. I think I'm going to see this playing out as like a 27-10 type game, maybe 31-10, 31-17, something like that. That's how I see it playing out. You guys let me know. Jump in the comments. You guys got any score predictions? I know it's a little soon, but man, I feel like we're just right there, man. It's Tuesday night. We're gonna have some Thursday night football, and by the time you know it, uh, we're gonna have some Sunday morning season opener football for the 49ers, man. So I'm really pumped up. Let me know. Jump in the comments. Put your score predictions in, as well as any like predictions is how you guys think is gonna play out the game overall. But a lot of people are talking about as well, like Trey Lance is gonna struggle this year, and I've said over and over again, I'm very confident in Trey Lance, man. If you think he's gonna struggle, I think you're tripping. If I'm being honest, um, just think about every game he played in last year as a rookie, first year in the offense, first year in the playbook, all that type of stuff. Just the leaps and bounds he made from, and not just him, but I guess you can say Kyle Shanahan as well. From one half of one game to the next half, he's gonna have a whole season to do that, guys. But he's had a whole off season. Like this, man, I think he's gonna like blow onto the scene, man. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but I think he's gonna come out ready to play, and he's gonna surprise a lot of people, is what I think. There's a lot of questions. Is he gonna struggle? I know there was also what was that guy Peter King, um, who went to like one 49ers practice, and I guess he's an NFL analyst. He was talking about um, he, I think he tweeted. He said Trey he sees Trey Lance getting benched week 7 and Jimmy Garoppolo coming in. I don't think so, dude. Just think about the season we had last year with Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch talking about, "Hey, it's Jimmy's team. This is who we're going with." Now they did have, they left the questions up in the air when they would be asked who's the starting quarterback this week and whatever. They would kind of leave it up in the air to kind of leave that little bit of mystery to gain a little bit of edge, so that opposing teams wouldn't get to prepare for a specific quarterback. Now, I think that was just the strategic part of it. Now, as far as everything else, they stuck with Garoppolo, man. They stuck with him. They gave him basically his final hurrah. And I think now they've dedicated themselves to Trey Lance. Maybe not so much in words, but he's the guy, man. This is his team, the way I see it. And I don't think Garoppolo is going to get to start at all unless Trey Lance gets hurt. Um, I think they're going to give Trey Lance the whole season, regardless of what happens, um, unless it's injury, of course, like I just said. Now, is he going to struggle? I don't think so. Of course, he's going to have his moments. Every even elite quarterback struggles. He did struggle against our defense in the training camp, but remember who else struggled last year in the playoffs against us? We had elite quarterbacks like, well, I guess you could say Dak Prescott is kind of elite. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. I wouldn't say he's elite, but a lot of people put him up there. So I'll just say, for sake of conversation, that he's up there with some of these guys. Definitely not on the level of an Aaron Rodgers, I think, but even Aaron Rodgers struggled against our defense. Even back in 2019, man, Patrick Mahomes. I know he got lucky back there at the end of the Super Bowl. Yes, I am going to say lucky. I don't care. I'm gonna say it. And I'm a hater, man. I don't care. I'm a 49er fan, man, and that pisses me off. But anyways, yeah, they struggled, man. Trey Lance is gonna struggle sometimes, but I don't think it's gonna be like a whole season type thing. He's probably gonna have his moments where things are slow, but he's shown that even if he has a whole slow first half where he doesn't score anything, he can come out in the second half and make up for it and do really good. learn from everything that the defense is doing and make adjustments. So, man, I don't think he's gonna struggle, especially against the Bears. We played against them with Jimmy Garoppolo last year, and we did struggle. Um, Basically to the point where Kyle Shanahan told Jimmy Garoppolo, "This is easy shit. Can you do this?" And he basically had to give Garoppolo a swift kick in the ass, and it's kind of embarrassing for Garoppolo, man. It was kind of hard to see, but it did something apparently, and it kind of sucks too that Kyle Shanahan does stuff like that on camera because he's very controlling as well too. And I know um, one thing that's been talked about is that Kyle Shanahan also has one of the most intercepted offensive systems in the league. Um, and he's very controlling, man. So it's like these quarterbacks that he coaches for, they basically feel forced to throw where he wants them to throw it, regardless of the coverage or anything like that. He tells them, "Hey, this is where the ball's going to go," and they basically have to throw it there. And sometimes it gets intercepted, man. I think that's like I was talking about before in other videos. When Jimmy Garoppolo does go to another team, if he does, I want to see what he looks like when he gets unleashed in another offense where he can kind of do more of his thing, and he's not forced to throw it in specific places because he has that person in his ear forcing him to do so. But man, I think I think it's just going to be must watch football either way, must watch TV because this is a showdown, man, between first round draft picks from 2020. No, yeah, 2020. Two first round draft picks. Justin Fields against Trey Lance, I think is going to be a showdown. But I think the 49ers are going to whoop that ass. I'm sorry to say, Justin Fields, but you guys are coming out, you guys are talking, so I'm going to do a little bit of talking myself, I guess. I think you guys are going to get your ass whooped. Um, I know we've been seeing other Bears fans and other channels talking a lot of smack, so I would like to see them come here and lay their case out because they talk a lot of crap, but I haven't actually heard any of them lay out their case, like actually articulate how they think it's going to play out and why they think it's going to play out that way. So I would love to hear that. Uh, don't BS me, man. Don't just talk smack. Come with some facts. So, man, you guys share this to your Bears fans that you guys know. Tell them to come in these comments. Tell them to tune in to the live broadcast and call in, man. That'd be awesome. Get a little discussion debate going. But one of the things I wanted to talk about as well is Elijah Mitchell, man. So he's been hurt for a while. He's been out. He hasn't really been practicing over the past couple weeks. He's back now. He's coming back. But Jeff Wilson Jr. has emerged. So I'm very curious to see how the who's going to start for the 49ers on game day. I think they might have Elijah Mitchell start, but I think Jeff Wilson Jr. is going to be the guy that takes over, man. He's a very good running back when he's healthy. And I think he's going to break one off, honestly. If Jeff Wilson Jr. plays a lot and he gets a lot of sharing a share of the football in this game, I think he's going to break one off, man. I would love to see Elijah Mitchell do good, but he hasn't really been there to take too many reps as far as the past couple weeks of training camp. So it might take him a little while to get acclimated back into the team's offense for a little bit. So we'll see how that plays out, man. But I think Jeff Wilson Jr. is going to kind of take over, at least in this game. And I'm just talking about this game. I'm not saying about going forward. They'll probably take it slow with Elijah Mitchell, just his first game, and then we'll see how it goes week 2, man. And then, of course, we'll see how it goes with the health of the team. So that's going to be something to look out for, man. But I wonder who's going to score the first touchdown as well. And we better score some touchdowns, man. This better not be like that Texans preseason game. Um, Now, I would like to know who you guys think is going to score the first touchdown of this game as far as the 49ers. I'm not including the Bears in this one. On the 49ers offense, or nah, we're not going to include the defense. On the 49ers offense, but that's a good question as well. On the 49ers offense, who's going to score the first offensive touchdown? And then let me know if you guys think, are we going to score a defensive touchdown? Very possible, man. I think um I think Samuel Womack's gonna get a chance to shine in this game, man. Of course, the D line is probably gonna wreak a lot of havoc, man. We got speed and power on both sides, man. If we get Drake Jackson securing that edge on the left side or right side, and Bosa securing the other side with two big guys and Kinlaw and Armstead coming up the middle, man. I could definitely see a forced fumble from Justin Fields getting ran in for a touchdown. Man, I think that D line is going to wreak some havoc. I don't think Justin Fields is going to get as easy of a walk as he did last year. Not saying it was easy, but I think he's definitely going to have a more difficult time navigating the pocket and outside of the pocket as well. So that's how I see it playing out, man. Sam Womack, I think he's going to have a game like who was it against the Packers, where he just came out of nowhere with two interceptions. Beautiful game by him. I'm curious to see how he does in the run game, but I could definitely see him getting pick six in this game, man, as well as maybe some of our linebackers. I would love to see because I think Hufanga is going to get a chance to shine in this game as well. We'll see how his ball hawk skills play out. Justin Fields is definitely, I'm very sure he's going to take a shot to Mooney, his receiver, just to test the waters, man. I think he's going to take a shot or two that he's probably going to force some balls, and Hufanga might be there to, or even George Odom might be there to intercept. But I think I would like to see Hufanga smack Justin Fields, give him one of those good hits we saw from him in the preseason. So yeah, man, those two guys, I think they're gonna make some good plays during that first game. I think we're all sure about the D line. Linebackers are going to be very solid. Could see them getting an interception, but man, I could definitely see one, maybe two interceptions in this game, maybe a pick six. Uh, yeah, Womack's very quick too. So if he gets his hands on the ball and he gets an interception, could very well be a house call pick six, man. So that'd be definitely cool to see. But let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to see Dante Pettis in this one as well. I don't know if you guys have heard um, how well you guys know the other teams, but Dante Pettis is on the Bears now. If you guys don't remember Dante Pettis, he was on the 49ers. They drafted him pretty early, and they had high hopes for him, man, but it didn't work out. He's it seemed like he was a little too focused on his hair more than his play. So he, at the end of the day, he didn't end up here. He's been on the Steelers, I think it was, and then he's on the Bears now. And so we're gonna get to see how Dante Pettis does, man. They might take a shot to him as well, you know. Very curious to see how he does against the 49ers. I know he has some pent-up energy against us as well, I'm sure. We'll see if he comes out and shakes Kyle Shanahan's hand. We'll see how that plays out. This definitely some animosity on the Bears side of the ball over there. So there's some drama. We're gonna see how that plays out. But like I said, I'm not too worried about the Bears. If it was Garoppolo out there as quarterback, I'd probably be a lot more worried just because of what we saw from that last year. But let me see. We got a comment in here. Niners all damn dizzy. I like that name. Hey, by the way, Dante focused on his hair. That's true, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. He came back like every week with a different hairstyle. I swear. Well, not different hairstyle, different hair color. It was like purple, red. Uh, I don't even know, man. I lost count. He always had a. He was too focused on that. Too pretty. Um, yeah, he needed to stay focused on that football aspect of his game, not his damn style. But let's see. We've got. Oh yeah. So one of the random things I did want to talk about. I know we're talking about the season opener thing, but unless you guys have any questions or thoughts on that, I'm very curious to see how Jimmy Garoppolo takes this season, man. He's not been known to be the hardest worker as far as at least what he puts out there, what people see from him. The perception of him is just that he works during the off season, when he's basically, um, when he has to in his contract. But when he doesn't have to, he takes that me time, and he doesn't seem to take the game of football too seriously, like Tom Brady, who always wants to be in the playbook, always wants to be basically a coach and owner of the team, a CEO, all that type of stuff. Jimmy G just doesn't seem to be that guy. I can't um I can't go out and just say that that's the way things are, but that's just the perception, right? So after this NFC Championship loss to the Rams, I wonder how much weight he puts on his shoulders, because I know, like, when we see him in the press conferences afterwards, he kind of shies away from taking any blame as far as in the public eye, at least. So he's always like, we could have done this better instead of, I could have done this better or whatever. Um so I wonder how, in at least in his mind, not what he's putting out there in public, like I said, how much weight does he put in on his shoulders for that loss? And how much better does he want to get? Does he want to get better? And especially with Trey Lance taking that starting role now, does Garoppolo feel like maybe he has something to prove and maybe he's going to try and beat out Trey Lance? Or has he just given up? I'm very curious to see that, man. I would like to see the 49ers media ask him about this, um, how he feels about that loss in the NFC Championship, and if there's anything he would like to improve from last year coming into this year. I'm sure he's going to give us some lame comment on that, like, I feel good where I'm at, my shoulder's good, that type of stuff. I stay working, that kind of whack stuff we always hear in press conferences. But I would like to see them ask him at least and see how that plays out. But Purdy, um, of course, like I've talked about before, man, I'm really glad we kept Brock Purdy over Nate Sudfeld, especially. Let him go. I don't care to see him on this team. He looked all right in the preseason against second stringers and stuff like that. So, um, Purdy, man, he's been the most consistent quarterback from what I hear from everybody. Most consistent. That's including Trey Lance, and Nate Sudfeld. Brock Purdy's been the most consistent quarterback on the 49ers this offseason. And he looks really good, man. I really liked what I've seen. I'm glad we kept him. But my question here is, okay, Jimmy Garoppolo's an asset, right? So we can trade him at any time during the season. And from what I see from Purdy, uh, it's crazy that he's the most consistent quarterback and he's the one that just got here. He's the most like professional ready quarterback, um that how could I say this? I guess he was more pro ready than Lance was. He had more reps in college. So he looks the part, man. He has that poise, and so he has that mobility as well, that off script ability, that Garoppolo once had, that he doesn't seem to tap into anymore. So I can very well see that the 49ers being happy with sticking with Purdy and letting Garoppolo go. And I feel like I've seen really good things from Garoppolo, flashes here and there, but he makes those boneheaded mistakes. I don't know how much of that can be put on Kyle Shanahan, but Purdy he's just shown a lot of good things, man, but very more consistently than Garoppolo seems to do. Um, and I could very well see Purdy winning out that second spot. And the 49ers won't come out and say it. They'll just trade Garoppolo and say, "Hey, he's our backup quarterback. He's this badass guy, our old starting quarterback, whatever." But maybe in-house they're gonna feel like, "Hey, Purdy has a lot more potential than Garoppolo, so we can just kind of cut ties here." As well as another thing that kind of brings up is Trey Lance ran the scout team for the defense last year. He helped get this defense ready for a lot of mobile quarterbacks last year. So, like I said, Purdy has that off script ability. So I think he's going to be able to be the one that helps the scout team a lot better than Garoppolo would. And I'm curious to see if the 49ers even try to make Garoppolo the scout team quarterback, because they might just do it just so they don't insult, especially if the media hears about this, if the media sees this, that Garoppolo is not running the scout team, they're gonna start asking questions like, "Hey, is he not giving you better looks than Brock Purdy?" Um, so that this is kind of something it kind of just put a seed in my brain, and I just kind of been running with it, man. And yeah, I think I don't know, man. I'm very curious to see who's going to run scout quarterback this season, as long as Garoppolo is still on the team. But like I said, man, you guys jump in the comments. Let me know everything what you guys are thinking about all this. Are you guys going to watch the Bills versus Rams game? Like I said, please like this video. I think that's pretty much all I got for today. More of a shorter video. I've been I left my last job. I came to a new job, so I have a new schedule, and kind of trying to get acclimated with that. I don't get to listen to as much 49ers stuff and watch just stay in tune with it as easily and as much as I was before. So it's been harder to get my notes together, these videos together and everything, but we're gonna get the ball rolling here. That was just a rough week. So yeah, man, like I said, jump in the comments. Um, I guess another thing that I did forget to mention was I'm curious to see as well. You know how like because I do see us blowing out some teams this year. I think we're going to get up like 30, 40 points on some of these teams, man. And, when that happens, sometimes we're going to roll a quarterback out there to kind of close out the game and keep Lance from getting injured, or whoever is our starting quarterback at that time. So I am curious to see if Garoppolo is going to be that guy that closes out games. Um, I would imagine not, because of just risk of injury and him being the trade asset that he is. But at the same time, are we going to have a situation like if you guys don't remember when we had the whole this same kind of debacle with Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick? Um, Alex Smith was put out there to close out one of the games. I forget which game it was, but I remember it was pretty exciting, man. A lot of fans got hyped. They're like, "Yeah, Alex Smith, we love you. Glad to see you on the field." And he was running out there smiling. It was kind of whack because they didn't let him do anything. They didn't let him throw the ball or anything like that. So it was, how do you say, anticlimactic. But it was cool to see Alex Smith out on the field again, man. A lot of 49er fans have love for him. I know I do. And, you know, there's a lot of things I wonder about, like if how we would have done if we would have kept Alex Smith at quarterback. If I go into that conversation, from my opinion, at what my honest opinion, I always felt like Colin Kaepernick was too way too up and down, very inconsistent. And man, Alex Smith was on the up and up, man. He was doing really good, and it was just horrible to see what happened with the decision that Harbaugh made. I know Kaepernick had those games when he exploded onto the scene, but um, it just wasn't consistent enough for me, especially the way he threw the ball. Um, it was kind of like a Trey Lance type fastball, but it seemed like Kaepernick threw it more like a pitcher than a quarterback. And it was very pretty inconsistent. Now he did throw as far as his touchdown and interception ratio was very good. So he didn't throw a lot of interceptions. We'll see how Trey Lance does with that. But Trey Lance didn't throw a lot of interceptions. He threw one interception in college, man. So I'm excited to see him not throw interceptions. I was gonna say how many interceptions he throws. I'm not gonna be excited for that. I'll be excited to see how many he doesn't throw. Um, yeah, that I would love to see his touchdown to interception ratio at the end of the season after we win the Super Bowl, hopefully. Are you guys placing any bets this year? I want to put like $100 down on the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. I don't know what the odds are right now, but I know it's something good. Like it has to be at least like 18-1 or something like that. So if you put down like $100, you'd win like $1,800 at the end of the year if the 49ers win the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna go check those odds when I have some money to put down, and probably put down $100 for the 49ers to win the Super Bowl. Another one, oh man, I don't even want to say. But yeah, I think that's all my thoughts for today. Um gonna try and put up another video probably Saturday, probably Friday. Well, as often as I can, man. I'm gonna watch that Thursday night football game with the Bills versus Rams and come back with my thoughts. Probably not that night. I'll probably do a video on Friday talking about the 49ers and how the Rams look in the Thursday night game. So yeah, you guys stick with me and comment. Please tune in. Please like and subscribe. Please. Um, yeah, all that type of stuff, it contributes to helping this channel out, helping me move closer to doing this full time if possible. So I would appreciate any type of participation from you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna go ahead and close out on that note.